Clients reached out to me because they are recent empty nesters and they lived in this home for about 20 years. So they were ready for an update. It hasn't been updated in about 20 years. So what used to exist here was a very small kitchen with a separate dining room, and it was very dark. It wasn't really laid out the best for them. They found it really crowded. It didn't have a lot of storage. It wasn't great when they were entertaining people either. It was just an awkward space. So they knew they wanted to change and they knew what they wanted, they just didn't know how to get there. So I came in and helped them come up with a better floor plan to utilize, the space better and to fit their needs for today. Yeah, being empty nesters, there's just the two of them now. So they wanted sort of a more open, but still intimate, cozy, warm space that they could basically spend their time with. So what we ended up doing was removing a wall to open up to the dining area. And then one of the challenges was there's two small areas off of the kitchen, and they didn't know what to do with these small areas. So once we removed that wall and opened up to the dining room, we were able to eliminate having a separate dinette. So what we did with the two areas is we added a fireplace in one, created a really cozy fireplace nook with a TV, just large enough for two chairs, and then another nook too that was more of a reading area for another two chairs. And then we put a kitchen in the middle, which sort of acts like a bridge between the two spaces. And it's large enough now that when they have company and they're entertaining, it's still open, it's comfortable, and it works for their needs. The client really wanted a really unique countertop. So they had gone and scoped out quite a few and narrowed it down, and then I came in and selected one. And it's a beautiful quartzite, a leather quartzite countertop, and it really is a star of the show. So what I wanted to do when I'm selecting materials is to enhance it, not distract from it. So everything else we chose around it is pretty neutral or textured and sort of adds to the whole ambiance as far as making the countertop the focal point instead of distracting and making it too busy. So yeah, we did that by bringing in some different colored cabinets. So our cabinets are two-toned. We have like a light cream color and a dark color underneath for some contrast. And then in our material texture, we had a lot of texture in our materials and simple furniture and decor. We like to basically think and learn how the client wants to use the space, how they'll function in the space, and kind of how they move throughout the space. So we consider that when we're designing, and we really think and visualize ourselves moving through the space and how you're going to use something. How far is it to reach to this? Or, if you're going to have storage for something, does it make sense to put it in this spot or this spot? And same with furniture, because we want to make sure that there's going to be enough clearances around the space, but you also want to make sure it makes a great, intimate, cozy seating area for them too. Usually clients come to us with certain ideas. These clients weren't exactly sure what they wanted, but they know they liked some parts, but didn't know how to pull it all together to make it classic and timeless. So that's where I came in to help them, get the wow factor that they wanted in some parts, but being able to, make it a timeless piece that they're going to be happy with this 20 years down the road. For the fireplace area, there was actually an awkward window in here that didn't really serve any purpose, and it was off-centered, so it was hard to work around. So instead of working with it, we decided to remove it completely. And we weren't worried about it being dark in here still, because we're opening up a wall and we're opening it up to so much more light in here. They really didn't miss that window at all. And by removing it, then we had a little bit more carte blanche to make more of a feature wall. The clients, they really love the outdoors, and they have a fabulous outdoor backyard space. So we kept that in mind too, as far as when we designed the little nook area. There's a coffee or reading nook. They love that spot. So it's a great spot to be able to look outside their window into their backyard, and then they can also see it while cooking. Because often with renovations, your old furniture doesn't always fit in your new space. So we always help clients find new furniture, pieces that fit within their space better, as far as materials and size goes. So we selected a few pieces here. So we made sure the colors and materials fit their needs, as well as comfort level. So everyone's so different, with when they sit in a piece of furniture. Some people like it big and oversized, some people like it tight and compact. So we really work with the client to understand what they like as far as furniture goes and comfort levels go, and then we'll source something out for them that fits within those parameters. had a tornado come through in 2011, and the clients actually had a piece, a live edge piece from a tree that had fell during the tornado, and they wanted to utilize that in the design somewhere. So we ended up putting it in the powder room and creating a floating vanity with the piece. So it looks really unique, but it has a really unique piece of history in this area too. Yeah, so the bathroom was a bit of a challenge because it's a really large open space, but there's 2 doors and 2 entrances, one from the hallway and one from the main bathroom. So it wasn't really utilized properly. They had a really tiny shower, a really awkward vanity, and a big tub in the corner that wasn't utilized. So their wish list for that was to create a really big walk-in shower. So we moved things around and worked within the space to utilize it a lot better. So it's now a better functioning space for them and for guests. With projects like this, we're with the client from the very start to the very end. So, we do the pre-planning part, which is all of the floor plans, material selections, the furniture plans, cabinetry drawings, for instance. And then we work in tandem with the contractor to make sure that they have all the information that they need for the renovation. Everything goes smoothly. They have all the drawings. And then we also do, site visits. And we're right there until the very end. So, we're come back at the very end as well to put our finishing touches as far as installing furniture and styling the space. So it truly is a full start to finish service that we offer. They've mentioned that they really love living in this space now, and that's what I really enjoy about the job, is taking homes that, clients love the location and where they are, but just don't love the inside of their house. It just doesn't work for them. It hasn't worked for them, and they just don't know how to make it work for them. So that's where I'll come in and, create that plan. And that's part of probably one of my favorite parts of the job is, it's like a problem solving. It's like a puzzle. So taking that home and creating it to a place that they just love to be in and really enjoy.